Hey guys, Isaac with Team 4Runner. Today, we're at the car wash. Your first step to installing new splash guards. Let's get to it. We've made it back into the garage. The truck is clean. So first step, well I guess second step, we're gonna jack the truck up, and then third step, take the wheel off.
If you know, you know.
Exactly. Those jack stands were recalled, I think, because they were breaking. They're just Harbor Freight. All right. Pull these wheels off, or this front wheel. We are using an impact drill, which does tremendously help. It's stuck on there.
Because they have it too tight.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, pull this wheel off. Beautiful. Okay, so first things first, we have to pull off the old cruddy OEM Splash Guards, and today we're gonna use a little trim removing tool, a little plastic tool we picked up for like literally nothing on Amazon. So we're gonna use this and pull these off. Wow! Okay, that one doesn't come off. Oh! All right, that one's good.
This series should be called like Shit So Easy Your Mom Could Do It.
Where's that one at? Oh, wow.
What's the name of this?
Out with the old, in with the new Arc Splash Guards. All right, so we've got the Arc Splash Guards unboxed, ready to go. We are only going to be installing the passenger side as of right now, so we're gonna get to it on that end. There are a couple of holes here that aren't fully drilled out, so we're gonna drill those out, and then we're gonna slap these bad boys on. So, David? Maybe go from the back side too. Yeah, that should be good, don't you think?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, on the truck they go. It does look good. So David is tossing on a little drill bit. We do have to drill through, what do you call this? The coilover bucket, the coilover bucket. We gotta drill through one of the holes a little bit to make it bigger for these Arc Splash Guards clips. For some reason, Toyota made one of the holes a little bit smaller, which we don't know why. So we're just gonna drill through real quick. Nice.
Not the prettiest, but it'll
Yeah,
work.
good enough. Sweet. Got our handy dandy clips that are supplied by Arc Splash Guards. These are nice because when you're pulling off the OEM ones, they just break immediately. So nice that they provide you with these. So we got that hole drilled out a little bit bigger. We've got the new Splash Guards up in there installed, or up in there sitting, and now we're just gonna toss these little clips in, so. Oh wow, those are nice clips, dude. Those are like the ones in the engine bay of that front cover on 5th gens. Nice. Yeah, wow, super nice little clips. Very easy. So one thing to note while I do this, you're probably wondering, why am I installing new splash guards when we have stock suspension yet? We are being a bit premature, but new suspension is on its way. We're just tossing these on while, you know, we have them and we got the truck lifted up, so don't fear. There we go. Nice. Money. Money. That noise. The sounds of 5th gen clips. Could be its own video. Boom. Super easy, right? That looks sharp. So, out with the old and in with the new. All right, so step 1, we took it to the car wash and we cleaned the inner fender liners. Step 2, we pulled it in the garage, we jacked it up. Step 3, we took the wheel and tire off. Step 4, we ripped off the old OEM Splash Guards and threw those suckers away. Step 5, we cleaned the frame up a little bit, made sure it was good for the new install. Step 6, we unboxed the ARC Splash Guards and made sure the whole kit was there and everything was ready to go. Step 7, we installed the new ARC Splash Guards with the new clips. During that install, step 8, we did have to drill out some of the holes on the Splash Guards, as well as a hole on the coil over bucket, just to make sure that hole was a little bit bigger so the clip could slide through. And that's it. The last step would be putting the wheel and tire back on and making sure it's torqued to spec, and you're good to go. And that is how you install a set of ARC Splash Guards. We'll see you next time.